This fight is not going to change my lifestyle financially. I'm a fighter. I feel good. I can do it. I feel like I can beat this guy.
Come on.
Netflix is currently being sued over their Jake Paul-Mike Tyson fight. And it's not because people think the fight was rigged, though I have questions.
You see, Mike Tyson, he's not his own person, you know? He's not his own person, yeah? He's sold off.
The fight between Mike Tyson and Jake Paul has sparked controversy, with Tyson facing backlash for allegedly participating in a scripted match. Critics argue Tyson tarnished his legacy for financial gain, while Tyson insists the fight was about exploring new opportunities rather than money. Despite his explanation, skepticism over the event's authenticity remains.
Netflix is currently being sued over their Jake Paul-Mike Tyson fight. And it's not because people think the fight was rigged, though I have questions, and that's what we'll get into. It's because it didn't work, and a lot of people were buffering and unable to watch it despite signing up to pay for it. Now, the bigger question I have about this fight is, how come no one is suing over the fight being rigged? There's a lot of questions, and there's evidence piling up that suggests it may have been somewhat rigged.
Netflix is being sued for allegedly turning the Tyson versus Jake Paul fight into a scripted spectacle rather than a legitimate contest. The lawsuit claims Netflix misled fans by marketing the event as an unprecedented clash while focusing on drama and entertainment over authenticity. Critics argue the fight blurred the line between sports and scripted entertainment, fueling concerns about the rise of celebrity boxing.
Now, there's varying degrees of arguments. The first is that Tyson was required to complete 8 rounds for money. Some say that's how it was rigged. He's not going to go all out to shut down Jake Paul because he wants $20 million. Others have said he was told he's not allowed to do uppercuts because that would end Jake Paul and probably hurt him very badly. Those are the two principal conspiracies, I suppose. One is that Mike Tyson actually pulled his punches completely and tried to avoid fighting, which falls in line with that first conspiracy, I suppose, of rigging.
Mike Tyson faces criticism after his fight with Jake Paul, which ended in a surprising result. Critics claim the match was scripted, tarnishing Tyson's legacy. Tyson denied financial motives, saying it was about exploring new opportunities. The controversy over the fight's authenticity lingers.
Who Kid, recently broke some news about how he spoke to one of the Paul brothers and that they had an agreement that no one was supposed to get severely injured and that the fight had to last at least through the 6th round. As I was watching the fight, I'm like, damn, it looked like Mike came out a little hot, and I saw him do this one thing where he kept biting his gloves. I know there was a big age discrepancy here, right? Jake Paul being 27, Mike Tyson being 58, of course. But I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, is he biting onto his glove to hold back? Because it looked like he had something there. Even some of the jabs Mike.
Netflix is being sued for its role in hyping the Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul fight, with critics claiming it was more of a scripted spectacle than a legitimate contest. The lawsuit accuses Netflix of misleading fans while profiting from the event's drama and buzz. The fight was marketed as a global pay-per-view event, raising questions about its authenticity and whether the outcome was predetermined. This has sparked concerns about the impact of celebrity boxing on traditional sports.
Not trying to be conspiracy theorist here, but thinking to myself, I'm like, I don't know if Mike completely exerted himself or he just got really tired.
I don't know about it being rigged or not, but I do feel bad for people who really are invested in the sport.
You want to know why I also think it might be a bit rigged? When the fight ended, Jake Paul kept calling out other fighters and he kept referencing, you guys need me, you guys need me. And I'm realizing he's meaning his money. So if boxers and people in the industry know that, hey, if we go get with Jake Paul, we'll make X amount, I wouldn't take it off.
Now, there's varying degrees of arguments. The first is that Tyson was required to complete 8 rounds for money. Some say that's how it was rigged. He's not going to go all out to shut down Jake Paul because he wants $20 million. Others have said he was told he's not allowed to do uppercuts because that would end Jake Paul and probably hurt him very badly. Those are the two principal conspiracies, I suppose. One is that Mike Tyson actually pulled his punches completely and tried to avoid fighting, which falls in line with that first conspiracy, I suppose, of rigging.
In his fight with Jake Paul, Mike Tyson showed signs of his old style, like biting his gloves between rounds, but by round 3, he seemed fatigued and lacked his usual aggression. Critics questioned his commitment, speculating that the fight was more about entertainment than competition. Tyson denied the allegations, but his performance left many fans disappointed, raising doubts about the fight's authenticity.
You just informed me that this was a sanctioned fight. This was a sanctioned fight, which means this is officially on Mike Tyson's record that he lost to this guy. And it's on Jake Paul's record that he won, that he beat Mike Tyson. And although it was officially sanctioned, does that mean that the fight was truly official? Does that mean that, they couldn't have agreed on an outcome? Because I believe regardless, there was going to be an outcome.
The Tyson versus Paul fight has reignited debates about the changing nature of boxing. Tyson, a legendary heavyweight, faces criticism for a lackluster performance that some believe was staged, while Jake Paul continues his push to be seen as a legitimate boxer.
One got paid $40 million and one got paid $20 million. I believe the guy that got paid $40 million, in the script, he was going to win regardless. And maybe that's why Mike was biting on his glove the whole night and shit. Because he was so frustrated that the fact that he can't just let his hands go. Because we saw clips of Mike training where he was looking explosive, bro. Where was that Mike? Where was that Mike last night? Like, I just feel like...
Netflix is currently being sued over their Jake Paul-Mike Tyson fight. And it's not because people think the fight was rigged, though I have questions, and that's what we'll get into. It's because it didn't work. And a lot of people were buffering and unable to watch it despite signing up to pay for it. Now, the bigger question I have about this fight is, how come no one is suing over the fight being rigged? There's a lot of questions, and there's evidence piling up that suggests it may have been somewhat rigged.
Lord Jamar criticized the Tyson-Paul fight, suggesting that it tarnished Tyson's legacy while boosting Jake Paul's career. He highlighted the financial motivations behind the match, claiming it was more about showmanship than competition, with Jake Paul purportedly earning $40 million as the predetermined victor. This has sparked ongoing debates about the role of money and spectacle in modern boxing.
McGregor said that he doesn't want to fight Jake Paul, but he would consider it. You said if he makes a business move, would you think that would be a right move for McGregor to go to boxing and fight Jake Paul?
For sure.
You would
kidding? With the kind of money they're throwing around, you'd be foolish not to.
Okay, fair enough.
Think about it. You know what I mean?
Who would you have on that fight, though? Would you think that Jake Paul would stand a chance in that?
Oh yeah.
Oh, you do? So you think he's legit?
Well, he's got range and he's got youth, and he's not easy to knock out.
What about in the next Creed movie? Would you want Jake Paul to play like the villain, like the Drago character, instead Creed fights a YouTuber in the next?
I'm sorry, Jake.
Critics argue that fights like Tyson-Paul blur the line between boxing and entertainment, undermining the sport's credibility. For Tyson, being part of a perceived commercial ploy has sparked mixed reactions, while Jake Paul's victory cements his status in boxing.
This is the Mike Tyson and Jake Paul drama explained. Oh yeah, it was scripted. It was leaked sometime yesterday after the fight. Just in case you guys missed it, Jake Paul won by a unanimous decision. But even though that Jake Paul won, people are just clowning him. Saying things like this: Jake Paul should have went on WWE if he wanted to play fight, LMAO. Another person said this: it literally was just a cash grab. Why else would they play it on Netflix?
After his loss to Jake Paul, Mike Tyson took to Twitter, reflecting on his journey. He shared that, despite the defeat, he felt he still won due to overcoming serious health issues earlier in the year, including nearly dying and undergoing multiple blood transfusions. Tyson expressed gratitude for the opportunity to fight again, emphasizing the resilience it took to return to the ring. Hollywood legend Sylvester Stallone also commented on Jake Paul's boxing career.
And last but not least, yeah, because there's no way he lost to a Berserk character. People are not holding back right now. People are also really upset that Mike Tyson really gave into the money over his legacy and are making memes like these because of it. Mike Tyson, after he and Jake Paul fooled us with this scripted fight. But in conclusion, the fight was fake. It was not.
Jake Paul's victory over Mike Tyson has sparked debate, with many viewing the match as a scripted spectacle rather than a legitimate contest. Reports suggest Netflix may have orchestrated the event, leading to questions about its authenticity.
We talked about the Tyson fight against Jake Paul on. We talked about it on a Twin Muscle channel. I was like, who cares? Well, I got a different opinion now. You know, because we both knew it was staged. Well, I knew it was staged, but it looked like Tyson. He couldn't walk. He couldn't. Yeah, looked like he's about to fall apart now. Yeah, after the first round. After watching these 3 videos I'm about to show y'all, it looked like he was what? Looked like he didn't know what to do. Like he was awkward. Like he didn't want to break the contract. I wasn't going to even watch the fight because I wasn't going to watch it either. But family said, hey, let's watch the fight. I was like, all right, whatever. It ain't no fight.
Felt like WWE.
It's WWE. It's Hulk Hogan versus Andre the Giant. Man, I enjoyed the fight between Rocky Balboa and Mr. T way more than I enjoyed this.
Right. The dynamics of the Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson fight raised suspicions that it was more about commercial interest than genuine competition. Tyson's lack of his usual intensity led many to believe the match was part of a marketing strategy. With the focus shifting to celebrity boxing, critics are concerned about the sport's future. Netflix's involvement has sparked questions about boxing's commercialization, as these celebrity bouts seem to prioritize star power over skill, potentially undermining the sport's authenticity for profit. Fans hope the integrity of boxing isn't sacrificed for entertainment.
It looked like Jake was actually signaling for him to
do that move.
Because he did like this.
Yeah. Let me tell you something, man. Tyson is he was a horrible actor in the ring. Yeah. Straight up and down.
He couldn't even make it in Rocky. Right. He got cut. He said, man, you're a great boxer, but you're a horrible actor.
Yeah, it's either two things, just horrible actor or he hit somebody.
The outcome of what's happened with this Mike Tyson and Jake Paul fight, I don't know why it went down that way, but I actually understand both of them now more than ever, yeah? That fight where Mike Tyson lost, their bout, it wasn't even an actual bout to see who the better warrior is. It wasn't a fight for honor or to see who the better boxer is and stuff. It wasn't one of those big time mainliner, your career is on the line fights, yeah? Mike Tyson and Jake Paul, they're both not legit, yeah? And there's many die-hard Mike Tyson fans like me, like other black people that have just had their dreams destroyed and their hope destroyed and stuff. Today's been a quiet day, man. It's been raining all